See what we got going on here. Give it about another 30 seconds, guys. Let's let everybody get on. Don't want to miss anybody. Rams, 1987 DMA. Absolutely. All New York wins. Laugh out loud again. I don't know what that means. All New York. Big G Baseball is on here. My man, Big G. Hope you're feeling good, pal. Love you. Killed it yesterday. Dark closer. Absolutely. Hope everybody made some fucking Christmas money. Let's win some money, Cleo. It's let's make some money, Cleo. Get it right. John the Goat. Uncle. I don't know. I don't know what that is. How do you feel about the Warriors and them flying today and playing the same day? We'll talk about that. So how was Miami, my friend Justin? You young men look like you had a great time. You would have loved to be there with me back in the day. Bring out the broom, that a boy. We did. We brought out the broom last night. Like I said, hope everybody... Glad to hear it, Big G. Hope everybody pounded it. Got their Christmas money ready to go shopping. What did I do? I lost you there. Let me see. Laugh out loud. Means we worked for it. This isn't work. It's work, my man. You guys don't even know how many hours I put into this. It's a lot of work. For you guys... You come on to the live show, you see who we're betting, or you're a VIP member or a website member, and you go make your bets. I put in a lot of work. So, yeah, it's a lot of work. Not for you guys, though. Congrats on the 5-0. Vindog, thank you, pal. But that's what I'm supposed to do. We follow up a bid. Roberto, you were talking about the Warriors. Now, Roberto, unless you had the Warriors on the money line, you did not make the money because we made the money with the Pacers plus 4.5. Miami was a wild vacation. Glad you enjoyed, pal. Like I said, 5-0 better than 0-2. 5-0 is always better than 0-2. I don't know who went 0-2, but let's have another winning night. We're going to try. We already punished the numbers, but we'll get into it with the NBA. Work smart, what not hard. Well, working smart is working hard, my man. Nothing comes easy. Best investment, paying for the picture. 8K, absolutely. Guys, again, go see what the fake fucking cappers are charging. These are guys without a fucking clue. I kid you not. Go follow them. Go see the games that they're giving out. They're giving out my games after they've moved 3.5, 4 points. So, and they're giving it out for 100 a week, 20 a day. It's you can't even compare the knowledge that I have. These are kids. First of all, they're kids. They don't know, they're gamblers. I'll book any one of them and I'll break them. They talk about money lines. They go lay $1.70 like it's nothing. Money line. They want money line. This way they can't even lay the favorite. They're not sure, so they say money line. They don't even know what the fuck they're doing. Anybody else in there? Best investment for the picks. Like I said, that's for sure. That's for sure. We'll wait for Ben to get on and we'll get started. Short card tonight. One game's already been canceled. This fucking COVID is it's actually starting to wreak havoc now. So the Bulls have canceled their next 2 games tonight against the Pistons and a game against Toronto. Go live right. I don't know. We'll see if we get Ben on. What time do you post your picks? Well, the website, please come on. They're always posted by 11 o'clock. The last couple I've been trying to get them up a little earlier, so I get them up as early as they can. For our VIP guys, I had bets going out at 9:02 this morning, and I've had bets earlier in the week going out before 9 o'clock. I want to get you guys the lines before these games move. And that's, I had guys complaining to me today. You took 8.5 on Toronto, but my guy got 5. Well, I gave out Toronto plus 8.5 before 9 o'clock this morning, guys. If you're first getting up at 12 o'clock, or I understand maybe some of you guys are on the West Coast, there's just nothing I can do for that. So the games that I bet, they're going to move, but we'll talk about that in a minute. We got Ben with us now. So, Ben, we gave you a little victory tour the other night, which you so
I answered that victory tour with a 16-point favorite who lost outright, huh?
All right, so let's make up for that. What do you got tonight?
Yeah, guys, got a couple of games today in college basketball. A couple of good games. A couple of spot games with the first two. Arizona State plus 7. They're going up against Creighton tonight. Now, it's called a spot game because Creighton starts conference play on Friday. They play Villanova, and they're coming off their best win of the season. They were 5-point dogs to BYU. They had the upset, won it outright by 12 points. And they're coming in. ASU won their last 2 games. They had a game where they won outright against Oregon. They were 9-point dogs. They've been playing better as of late. But on the road this year, Arizona State's 2-0 against the spread, and I'm looking for them to make it 3-0. They're plus 7. And big spot game. I think Creighton's just looking too far ahead to that Villanova game to open up the Big East conference play. The second game, spot game as well, Memphis plus 3.5 going up against Alabama. Alabama's coming off 2 ranked wins. They beat Gonzaga. They beat Houston in a close one. And they're kind of due for a little bit of a letdown spot here going up against Memphis. Memphis, they started off the year great, won 5 in a row. They were ranked 9 at one point, then lost the last 4. Before their last game, they had won 11 straight home games. That snapped in their last game. But I'm looking for them to bounce back here at home as well. Plus 3.5 dogs. They're a great defensive team. They have the size to keep up with Alabama and maybe cause some problems for their elite guards, and mainly with the rim protection down low. And Memphis here, hold on, where's this trend? Sorry, guys. Yeah, so Memphis, last 5 games as a home underdog, they are 5-0 against the spread. So I'm looking for that to continue as well. And, yeah, Penny Hardaway looking for it. He's the coach for Memphis. If you guys don't know that, he says it's going to be a great week for Memphis basketball. Looking for that to continue, and he's feeling confident about the game. I look for the letdown spot for Bama. And the third one's the under with Boise State. Comes in at 137.5. The under is 7-3 in their 10 games this year. They're 301st in pace, 29th in defensive efficiency, going up against a Santa Clara team who has pretty good offensive numbers, but anytime they played a good opponent, it's been pretty low scoring. They played Cal, they put up 60, they lost there. They played Fresno State, only put up 54 in that loss there. So anytime they've been outmatched, they've been putting up a low number. And this Boise State defense, like I said, 29th in defensive efficiency. I think that's going to continue. So I like that under 137.5.
All right, Ben. So let's get back on the right side of the ledger. And before you know it, Ben will be having 5-0 games like 5-0 like I am. Just to talk about last night, guys, real quick. We'll go through. We gave you the Pacers plus 4.5. That game went down a little bit, came back up. We had some opposition. Roberto was telling me Warriors were going to win. Again, if he bet the money line, he's right. I'm only breaking balls. Roberto, hope you did. So we won that game 102-100. We had the sin of the Memphis game was the information on that. I posted from one of my sites that I get the info from what time they sent out that information. So if you read it, they talked about an extremely late scratch. Not extremely late. I mean, game time. They sent out Curry's. Seth Curry was a late scratch with his shoulder. But Embiid, I mean, literally after tip-off, that's when they sent that money out. So as soon as I can get to you guys to let you know that was a game to just bet live. We get on it. That first, they held it tight, 11-11, something like that in the beginning. Got on that as quick as we could. Ben is so damn smart. What the fuck? Well, you got some fans out there sticking with you through it. Roberto, Warriors, baby. Okay, I mean, well, let's talk about the rest of the last night. So we caught that one. We had, again, if you guys aren't a VIP member, Maybe you didn't catch that Memphis before it got out of whack, because Memphis then pretty much took off at the end of the first quarter. I think maybe they were up 5 or 7, and it was just a blowout from there. So if you're not the VIP and you waited till you caught it on the website, or if you're not even a member, you didn't get that. If you just come to the live and get the picks, guys, I get it, but you're not going to get all our picks. You know what I'm saying? So we had the Rams. Told you I wasn't getting off that off that game. We didn't have the edge that we would have had with the players in Higbee. Give me a sec. We've got so many injuries, it's crazy. And we didn't have the edge that we should have had, but we still hung in there, won that game. So I wasn't getting off that game. And then late, when we came back with the Clippers and the playoff revenge, that game with Paul George out and Batum out, so that game then dipped when Ayton was out and came back up to 3.5. And then they literally they forced me to bet the Phoenix, to bet the Clippers with the playoff revenge plus 3.5. So we got that one. So we ended up with a great night, and we continue the work. First thing this morning, and somebody mentioned Golden State. Yes, tough spot for Golden State. If you look at Steph Curry's line again last night, not a great shooting night again, 7 turnovers. I think he's pressing a little bit with this going after the record. That said, it's back-to-back. Problem is, Knicks have a little bit of COVID problem in their house with Barrett, who's a starter, Toppin, and Grimes, who wasn't even a rotation player, but the other night, because they were so hurt with COVID and Burks was out for a personal issue, Grimes came in and lit them up for 27 points. So those 3 are out tonight. So I just stayed off that game. That game opened up at 3.5 and it's presently 5. I've got I'm not going with anybody in that game. Golden State has absolutely owned the Knicks, 8-2 against the spread at the Garden. The teams did split games last year, but each team winning on the road. So I got nobody in that game, Ben. Do you have any feeling in that top game?
Yeah, I lean to the under a little bit. You bring up the COVID issues for the Knicks. That's a lot of points that you're going to be missing there. Then, Warriors on a back-to-back, and not only the back-to-back, but they had travel issues, so they're playing left today instead of last night. I think it's going to be hard to come by points. I think the Warriors, there's a lot of distractions. Talked about it yesterday with the record, them chasing it with Steph Curry. So I think all around it's going to be a bit of a uglier, slower game, a lot of off-court distractions going on. So I lean the under pretty heavy in that game.
Then I agree 100% with you. As a matter of fact, the numbers I put up on the website, last 3 games, the Warriors are averaging 198.3 points per game. Last 2 Knicks games, they're averaging 193 points per game. I'll be looking at that game real close as soon as we get off the live. Very good possibility to go under that game. It opened 211. It's sitting at 211. 211.5 here and there. So that's it on that one. The next game is the game that I must have got 15 or so DMs about that we took 8.5. And where'd you get 8.5? And it's 5 now. And it's 5 now, guys, because Brooklyn has their COVID issues. Also, KD is questionable with an ankle. Now, I bet this game, because actually somebody had said, do you love anything? Well, if I would have had this information prior to betting the game, I would have gave you guys, and I love Toronto. I made this game before the COVID information came out and before KD came out. Now, Toronto was in a back-to-back, but they cruised last night. Blew out Sacramento. So it's when somebody's in a back-to-back, it depends the stress that they're that they're taking in the back-to-back. On top of that, this is home revenge. Nets beat Toronto up by 13 earlier in the year. On top of that, Toronto's played good ball on the road. They're 7-5 straight up and against the spread on the road, while Brooklyn at home 8-5, but just 4-9 against the spread. So with the home revenge, with the way Toronto plays a little better on the road, with the way the Nets play a little worse at home, and what my numbers come up to this game, I really liked it at plus 8.5. I was shocked when I saw, because I took off at 12 o'clock, had a little grandpa time with the kids, and Ben took over the fort and got me on a hotline saying that Brooklyn's now in a COVID situation, and the line dropped down to 5. We were already in a +8.5, but like I said, I would love it. You've got LaMarcus Aldridge and Bembry, who are starters. Those are 2 starters. You've got Johnson, who's off the bench, and Carter, who's off the bench. Millsap's already been out, so you're talking about a big chunk of them. If KD is out, just go bet the fucking Raptors and forget it. It's again, we use the expression, it'll be James Harden and 4 guys from LA Fitness going up against the Raptors. So again, if I had this knowledge prior at 8.5, I would have put I love it. If KD is out, I love it. I mean, the team that they're going to field, even with the Toronto coming on a back-to-back, that's how I feel about that one. Ben, if you got anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just guys, this is a perfect example of a need to get the VIP service type of thing. I mean, that line drops 3.5 points in the span of an hour and a half. If you don't get it at that 8.5, you're now sacrificed 3 points more. I mean, with all those people being out in the injury, I still think that you're going to have the Toronto covering the spread tonight. They're 4-1 against the spread the last 5, 5-1 against the spread the last 6. But if you can have a 3.5 point edge, I mean, that's going to make the difference, especially long term. And then, so yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. Toronto's the big read on this game. And then again, the under trends, guys. I mean, we were talking about 2 teams, or one on them back-to-back for Toronto, and then you have the Nets with all the COVID issues. No Kevin Durant, that's 30 points right there. Nets unders already 5-1 their last 6, and for Toronto, have a bit of over trends for the Raptors, so not quite there, but it's still 5-2 their last 7. So yeah, the back-to-back for Toronto, a lot of guys out for Brooklyn, under 5-2 last 7 for Toronto, and 5-1 last 6 for Brooklyn.
So yeah, guys, a lot of guys asking me about buying numbers. Like, I don't know, what are you going to buy it up to? You're going to buy it up to 8.5? You guys know how I feel about buying numbers. Just like Ben said, again, I'm not trying to push the $39.99 VIP, but when you miss one bet, it pays for itself. If you can't bet +5 and miss 8.5. I mean, last night I didn't want it to happen, but that Warrior game was right there. Was it going to fall on the 4 or the 3? You don't want to miss. You don't want to miss a game for that $20 extra. To me, I want that in my hand. Boom! I got the play. I got it at the right number, and you can go out and get it. Not miss it. Not miss the live. I'm sure a lot of people missed the live with the Grizzlies last night, and I'm sure a lot of people never got back to the website and didn't see we added the Clippers. I mean, if you missed any one of them, it's worth the fucking $20. Again, guys, go look at the other sites. Again, it's all I can tell you. I don't want to be a fucking salesman. We're trying to do our thing. To not pay the right amount and be on every bet, especially when we're hot. We might hit a cold streak at some point. Maybe when you want to back up, that's one thing. We're hot. Be on every bet, because I'm fucking feeling it again. You just get that feel, and I'm feeling it again. Again, like we said, the Bulls game, that game is canceled. The only other game on the NBA card tonight is Suns Portland. And here's another game I jumped on this morning because the geniuses phonied this game up. It opened up at 2.5, and they were pushing up to 3. There's absolutely no possible way you could want the Suns especially without knowing if Ayton is in. Ayton is out again. Booker remains out. Suns are on a back-to-back. These teams split 2 games last year. Now, I know Portland's been playing horrible, but this is just the type of game that they need to play a shorthanded Phoenix team coming on a back-to-back, and it just couldn't be 3. Phoenix could not be 3, like I said, without Booker, possibly without Ayton again in a back-to-back in Portland. Dame played a bad game, his first game back. I expect this game to be better. And just, again, like I said, it was the wrong number. I took 3. This game's now sitting at 1.5.
Yeah, Portland's definitely the spot here, guys. I mean, Suns 1-4 against the spread the last 5. They've had all kinds of issues going on health-wise, even outside of Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton, the key pieces. I mean, they even have some role players who are missing out, especially some guys down low inside. And, yeah, definitely an opportunity for Portland to find stride in this game. I have a slight lean to the over, even despite the issues with the Suns. I mean, the over is 4-1 last 5 meetings. And like John said, I think it's going to be a get-right game for Portland, a get-right game for Damian Lillard, and I think they're going to find full stride. I mean, DeAndre Ayton, not only is he's key on both sides of the floor, but most importantly, defensively, he's the anchor to that Suns defense alongside Mikal Bridges on the perimeter. And if he's not there, I think Portland's going to be putting up a lot of points tonight.
Somebody's asking $39.99 a day. Absolutely, guys. It's $39.99 a week. My weekly website service is $19.99. For the knowledge me and Ben give you on the live show, that's worth what you'd be paying for all my games. And the VIP is literally, as I'm making the bet, as I'm punching in Toronto plus 8.5, I'm sending out the VIP Toronto plus 8.5. Not going to keep going through it. It's well worth it. If you're still debating it, like I got some guys saying, oh, I think you're good, but I'm thinking about getting the VIP. Well, every day you're thinking about it, you're missing out on bets. So enough said about that. You're not lying one bit. It's not sales. It's the but guys. Look, you guys that know me, we pound the number every day. We're on the right sides. Hey, we're gonna lose some games. I don't ever tell you I got a lock. Bet the kid fucking college funds on this. That's not how I roll. Max bet. There's bet. Stay nice and steady. I'm gonna give you the right sides. We're gonna make money. Gonna hit a rough spot. Sunday was a rough day with the NFL. Bounce right back with our football game. I already got a football game for Saturday. So if you're a website member, you already know who I'm on for Saturday. We'll talk more about the football. Football is getting some crazy COVID stuff. So this shit. I just hope it doesn't fuck our sports up again. Ever thinking about a monthly VIP? We already have a monthly VIP. We have a monthly VIP. We've also got a VIP that includes the website and the text message service, guys. Go over there. Like I said, we'll work you out. Would you still take Portland at 1.5? Don't have to. I took 3. Now, I'm not going to answer those questions, guys. I've got them. You can't DM me that either, guys. Please, try to work with me. Well, should I take 5? I didn't even answer you guys. Dame could hit a free throw last game. Should definitely. Again, yeah, I expect Dame to rebound. It was his first game. He had missed 5 games. Didn't play a good game. I expect this to be a better game. I'm coming on this week. Well, Vindog, what are you waiting for? Get on. Uncle Tuesdays. What's the read on the Warriors game again? Now, we're not going to do it again. Got to get on the show early. No problem. We're here for it. Okay. I've been Uncle Glove. I've been with John for a long time now. His record speaks for itself. That's my man, Uncle Glove. Guys, I don't even need to be a salesman. Like I said, when you see somebody that's constantly beating the number, it's not luck. What's the Warriors versus Knicks spread? That spread, guys, like I said, opened up 3.5. It's up to 5. Warriors are getting the money because of the COVID situation with the Knicks. You got 3 rotation guys out. Again, Barrett, Topin, and Grimes, who just came into the rotation. Because Burks missed, they benched Kemba Walker. I mean, he's actually in exile, Kemba Walker. Then even with everything that was going on, they didn't put Walker in. So Grimes come in, put 27 on the board, and bang, he's got COVID. He's out. What else we got? You'll wait for baseball when cash dogs win every day. And my man, Uncle Glove, he knows. My friend said Jay Cavalier is better than you. He's got the laughing face on that. So, guys, nobody's better than me. There's just nobody better than me. I don't give a fuck what they say their records are with their whale bets. I made my money back 10 times. Of course you did, guys. We're talking about a fucking $20 bill. We used to use the saying, kidding around, I tip strippers with acne $20. So how the fuck could you not want to spend $20 to get fucking winners?
Oh, man. Does that mean you're going to be whipping out more of the white tank tops? I think they might be paying more.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you get free play. Guys, that's pretty much it. We'll answer some questions. We had a short cut. We got Ben's going to come back with the what was the Brooklyn breakdown? Nah, come on, buddy. Got to get to the show at 5 o'clock. Guys, we're here at 5 o'clock. We start every day 5 o'clock. We want to answer as many questions as we can. Would you parlay the Trailblazers with Raptors tonight, trying to build a bankroll? Ben, answer that one for me.
Yeah, parlay is not the way to build a bankroll, my man. You might you're gonna hit some of them if you bet them, but you're definitely not going to be hitting more than you're losing, and definitely not a way to be profitable long term. So,
And it's when the numbers beat up, you already got a beat up number. You know what I mean? So one game is from 8.5 to 5, one game 3 to 1.5. It's stick straight. Don't parlay. Don't tease. Don't bet the money line. Okay, I like to know how many of these fake fucking cappers out there gave out Cardinals money line last night. They broke all their fucking customers. Guys, you're with a real guy who knows the game. You see the knowledge. You know the knowledge is right when you see the line move our direction every way. Again, yeah, are we going to hit a roadblock once in a while? Absolutely. Nobody hits 80, 90%. I've talked to you guys about Billy Walters, best bettor in history. Look him up. He didn't hit 80, 90%. It's not possible. We're going to have streaks where we run hot and we run 80, 90%. We had that ridiculous streak we run in NBA. I think we're about to start another one. Get on the team, get these VIP messages, get on the bets early. Again, if you guys are in California or West Coast time, I know that's crazy early. It's before 6 o'clock in the morning, but that we got to play when the line is moving. I don't control the line, and I certainly don't control COVID. Sometimes those injuries come up against us. Tonight, it looks like it's breaking in our favor with the Raptor game. What you benching nowadays, John? John's not benching what he used to back in the day. That's for sure. That's John's a little. John's had a rough. I'll share with you guys about last year around Thanksgiving. I got COVID. I got COVID myself, and about 6 to 8 weeks after that, I developed this ulcerative colitis and was in bad shape. And that's why for a while I was off Instagram and I was showing you guys the Don Best screen and just talking over it because I looked absolutely horrible. I'm a pretty guy. As you can see, the photo that I've got on Facebook is when I was about 50, just about 50 years old. And I was still about 235, 240 at that point. Now I'm 195 back now, and I'm in pretty decent shape for an older guy. When I had this colitis, when it was at its worst, I was down to 160 some odd pounds. I haven't been that since I was a freshman in high school. So my big benching days are over. I'm getting back in shape because it takes a lot of work to we're working late at night and then first thing in the morning so we can catch the lines before they start moving. What else do we got here? We got good job, fellas. Well, thank you. We appreciate that. Plus 3.5 clips last night was huge. That was for fun, man. We knew we were winning that game. As a matter of fact, Ben texted me at halftime giving me the 5-0. And I'm like, not yet. We got another half to go yet. We don't want to jinx anything, but second half was easy. I've been doing this betting thing for a while now, but I'm always down to learn new shit. And believe me, there's new shit to learn. You know, there's always. I learned new shit last year because we had something come in that had never happened before, and that was games without fans in attendance and how that was affecting stuff. So that definitely was something new. There's always something new to go. New rules. Does it make it scoring easier? Make it harder? Tell guys to hush and catch these jewels. Okay. Yeah. Look. If you bet a parlay, you're a sucker. Okay, that's one of my men there. He knows what we're talking about. I spent that on coffee. It's hard. Yep. Again, you get $20 bill. Always do the right thing for you. Go ahead, Ben.
Uncle Glove was just asking what was the number about the Boise State game. That number was 137.5. It opened 139, 139.5, but I got 137.5. So hopefully, I was say hopefully you get it before it keeps dropping. I think it's going to keep dropping before game time. So grab that quick.
All right, guys, be on the lookout for the KD information. For my guys, I mean, I'll send it out, obviously, as we update the website all the time, but we're already on. Hopefully, you guys are all already on Toronto plus 8.5, especially my VIP guys. You got to get on. Guys, especially lately, you see how the games are moving. You've got to get on the games as soon as I send them out. That's it. 2 bets tonight. Again, I'm just a little weary with the top game, the Golden State Knick game, but maybe a little something on the under. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Let's make some money.
Good luck.